Well, the first time, of course, the autumn statement has been raised, and I'm not surprised that the Conservative members didn't want to go near it, because they're just as embarrassed as they absolutely should be on such a dismal autumn statement. It's deeply disappointing that the Chancellor has failed to provide the funding that devolved governments need in the autumn statement. This makes the challenge of our budget next year even more severe. And yet again, the Conservatives have completely failed to take action to support struggling households, businesses, public services, missing the opportunity to invest in the services that people rely on and infrastructure that's so vital to our economy. The increase to the minimum wage falls short of the real living wage, and despite the cut to national insurance, hard-working people are still seeing their living standards fall. We are once again at the mercy of poor UK government decisions which compound the pressure on our public finances and increase the misery that is faced by struggling households. Wouldn't it be far better, Presiding Officer, that we didn't have to mitigate, that we didn't have to wait for autumn statements from a UK government, an unelected UK government, but instead that we had the powers in our own hands? Yesterday's autumn statement provided the very worst-case scenario to Scotland's finances, at a time when we needed investment in infrastructure to help grow the economy and in public services that so many people rely on. Instead, we ended up with a cut in national insurance that will deprive those vital services of the much-needed funds that they require. And as a result of the UK Government's disastrous handling of the economy, projected growth is just 0.7% next year. Inflation is still running at more than twice the Government's target. We needed an autumn statement that grew the economy, invested in public services, protected the most vulnerable in our society. Instead, we had proposed sanctions that will penalise those very people. As we develop Scotland's budget next month, we'll do so, of course, in line with our missions of equality, community and opportunity. And just a reminder, Presiding Officer, of course, the last time the UK Government, when they did their disastrous mini-budget, it was the Conservatives who demanded that we copy them, that we follow suit. Thank goodness, Presiding Officer, that we ignored them